As you heard in our 6:30 Eyewitness News Bulletin, a scooter driver, one of the five fatalities so far, or we hope it remains at five, of this current Cape storm, happened on Jan Smuts Drive. A scooter driver driving in the back of a vehicle who was trying to slow down for a puddle. The severe weather conditions continue to batter the Cape today. The schools are closed. Many companies are instructing staff to stay at home, to work from home, but the driving conditions remain treacherous. Still roads littered with debris, stormwater drains overflowing. And we as a society, we've become increasingly reliant on the convention and the convenience of having meals, groceries, essentials delivered directly to our doors, often without considering the conditions faced by those having to make those deliveries possible. Surprise Mokgothu is the head of operations at the South African Motor Delivery Association. When it comes to driving in inclement weather like this Cape storm over the last a day or so, Surprise, what goes through the consideration of a driver who is a contractor, which means if he doesn't work, he doesn't get paid? Do drivers make the decision themselves whether or not they are going to work in such inclement weather?
No, the drivers do not make those decisions, and the drivers do not have an option whether to say no, I cannot work, even though on their contract they say they are independent contractors, but they are performing the work of employees. That is why when they say you need to come to work, you need to come to work. You don't have a choice. Or yes.
From what I understand, and Dana says ASAP and 6060 suspended deliveries yesterday. People are so cruel to expect Uber scooter drivers to do deliveries in this weather, and then many people don't even tip decently. Tell us, or take us through some of the experiences of the drivers that you talk to. Maybe you still operate in this sphere. Just what's it like having to do deliveries in such bad weather?
Sorry, I didn't get that. You were breaking.
Take me through the experience of a driver who has to work in this weather.
Or the experience of the drivers who have to work on this weather is that on the delivery platforms, you are given limited time to reach to the customer so that your profile can remain positive. So it means you need to increase your speed. So when you increase your speed, when it's raining, it is very dangerous to ride with the high speed, because of when it comes to brake, it does not brake properly. That is why most of the drivers, they are becoming involved in the accidents, because of they cannot brake immediately.
So this is the issue with the platforms. There's a message here that says it's easy, just don't go to work for your own safety. But you're saying if drivers who are purportedly independent contractors, if they don't fulfill any of the deliveries, if they don't fulfill pitching up and making them available to work on a particular day, they then get downgraded on that digital system that ranks drivers. So the ones who are most likely there, who are doing the quicker deliveries, they get boosted up. Those who don't, they go down the rung. This is how the system works.
Yes, the systems before, they were not issuing out notice to the drivers. The drivers were expected to perform their duties. Like last week, we were marching to CMC in Gauteng, where it's located in Benoni, where we were talking about this thing that when there's a severe weather like this, please inform your drivers not to come, because of the high level of death on our drivers. It has increased. And if you check the background or the reason why most of drivers, they became involved in the accident, is because of platforms like Checkers. Obviously, when there's a weather, there's a bad weather conditions, others are becoming men. Well, yes, drivers, they make money, but you cannot make money if you're working on a dangerous air condition.
Surprise
So hence they
Mokgothu.
are starting issuing out such notice.
Surprise Mokgothu. He's with the South African Motor Delivery Association.